We can pass that one.
Yeah.
We're down to the final couple.
Prediction of the show.
If it comes to fruition, yeah, it's a slam
Mhm.
dunk. I think a lot.
Mm.
Anybody varying from that?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. So yeah, you're right, Nick.
Yeah.
You want to argue on this one?
On this match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to put it out to the people. So we got night one, the Bloodline taking on Cody and Seth with stipulations. If Cody can't win, then all bets are off for night two. And if Cody does, nobody's allowed around. So let's see how this goes. And I'll also actually skip the line. That is what I think is going to happen.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that.
Right. Gentlemen.
Anthony, what you got?
I got Roman and Rock. I have them winning. I don't see it any other way, to be honest.
I have Cody and Seth, and Cody pins to win.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I think we're sitting up in the future of a Dwayne Cody match and everything. And I know the whole philosophy of if we can set this more of we're throwing more obstacles, anything in the front of Cody Rhodes that he has to overcome. So it makes like it's the greatest triumphant thing when he does overcome it. Spoiler
I guess
alert,
my question,
I don't think he overcomes it. So I feel like it almost might be more impactful if there's no interference or anything. There's no escape. There's no Solo or Jimmy show up. That's always been the excuse for Roman. If Roman beats Cody outright, then what?
I think the question I kind of want to ask you, but it would lead into the Cody and Roman match.
Yeah,
I just gave a whole my spoiler prediction. So
because I know we actually talked about it on Thursday on the TNA stream. So if Cody not takes the pin, but Cody, actually wins this match, I'm assuming because you said you're thinking they're setting Cody and The Rock up, I'm assuming you're having Roman retain.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, spoiler alert. But yeah, I think even I would almost say win, lose, or draw, whatever happens in this match, Roman retains.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like the idea. Again, we already kind of touched on the idea that you bury, you stack the odds against the challenger. You make it the idea that there's no rules, that anybody can get involved, but it also opens the door for that issue between Roman and The Rock, any miscommunication, any type of angle beyond that. But I really think, plus I think it leads into having everyone go, oh shit, Cody's definitely not winning. And that is what I like about it.
Right.
So I got to go with the Samoans on this one.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you with the Samoans.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Drew interferes. Seth gets pinned with the Claymore. That is a possibility. Especially because this match is happening before that match.
Right.
To my knowledge.
What about to where everyone wants to talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena showing up in the World title match? What if done shows up in this match?
I honestly don't care about John Cena. I've been very vocal about how I don't like that man. But I don't want Stone Cold. I don't want John Cena involved in none of this. Let this be strictly Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Rock, Roman, and the Bloodline. Let it just fall like that.
I think Stone Cold, Austin, Undertaker, a bunch of people are going to be at WrestleMania. I do not think they need to be injected into this.
Fair enough. I said it's one of those to me of if Cody feels like if Cody needs help to finish the story, I feel like it invalidates the story of like, well, you need an assistant. So, yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be the babyface. You don't need assistance. You overcome all odds here.
I hate to disagree with you, my friend, because we don't like doing that. But
yeah, we never do that ever. But
did
so
we
you're
not
telling me that if John Cena sat there and helped raise the hand of Cody Rhodes,
I will tell you what I'm saying.
go
Take a
ahead.
breath. Breathe. You're good. What I'm saying is, you said the baby face doesn't need assistance, yet we just had a whole segment about how Jay and Seth and he has assistance. I'm not saying it should be Cena or The Rock or anyone else or Stone Cold, but he's definitely not doing this on his own. He's got help.
But it does feel like a little bit if you don't finish the story on your own. Does that not feel a little like, let me copy off of your homework and just let me change the answers so it doesn't look like a copy? Like,
everyone who's tried
this
to
is a
take
little
down
of the Rhodes Avengers here.
Everybody who's tried to take down the tribal chief gets the roadblock that is his family. Having people take out his family and assist you so you can get a one-on-one with the
Baby
champion.
faces assemble.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's what the most fun about all this is. Is Seth going to turn on Cody? Is The Rock and Roman going to get along? What is going to happen? This is a kerfuffle. Nobody knows who's going to be picked.
What if, and this is an off base, off the wall theory, okay? Roman and Rock win. Seth takes the pin. Not Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest cashes in right after. And then night two, we get Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Bro, that was my bonus question because I know how he feels. But I never even thought of it from that take of, just change the match altogether. Seth isn't 100%. Damian versus Drew for the title. Man, that's not bad.
Woo! Ain't no way, ain't no how, ain't not gonna happen. You have that. That's exactly what I'm mad at.
Bloodline. I mean, the chat's pretty decently split. I think we got a little more bloodline votes than Seth and Cody. That is really interesting. I mean, we've been debating the Money in the Bank for days now. I know Nick thinks because you didn't cash it in the first 6 months, it's pointless. But at the end of the day, I'll put whatever I want in your mouth.
No fuck on that.
I'm picking Roman and The Rock. Bloodline wins. It won't be Trey because Cody is winning the title. Now we're gonna get there. I don't want to start that fight yet. And then we'll circle back to the Money in the Bank. How about we do that?
Okay, I like that.
All right, I agree with Anthony. There you go.
I got a few people to agree with me. Okay,
dude. As much as I petitioned that this it could happen, I've never thought of it from that angle. Of like, oh shit, wait a minute.
If it happens, y'all can hear it first. It happened on the Wrestling for Life Network. I said it. So
there you go. I'll clip and quote that for sure.
Don't worry.
All right. It won't happen. All right. Let's get on to the other Speak of the Devil match, which now might be Damian Priest. We only got 2 title matches left, and they all lumped together.
This is Drew Iron Blue McIntyre here. This is fucking Shrek out here with all of his layers, everything. Drew McIntyre picks up the win here.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre easily picks up the win.
Yeah, and even if it is Damian and not Seth, he still wins.
He still wins.
You're so fucking excited about the idea of Damian cashing.
It was a new idea. I've been debating this for days.
It would be very interesting. You talk about wanting the IWC to explode in a way, like because they're not going to get Seth Rollins defending his title. That is the perfect way to do it. That is the perfect way and example to do it. I don't know.
That's filthy. I like it.
You know, a way he can't defend it is if Drew wins it. That's that. He can't defend it. So what are we talking about with challenging or anything? He can't defend it if Drew wins it here. I don't get into this whole of Damian Priest is going to cash in here. He's going to crash in there.
Now I'm very big on not predicting the cash-ins, but that moment right there, it literally just came to me, and I'm like, that'd be cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean that's again a different take for sure.
Yeah.
I think Priest goes after Cody. Nah, maybe. Boston, Kevin, Lawanda, or Distract Rock and Roman. What? So yeah, if this match is the way it is on the card, Seth, Drew, we're all taking Drew, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
if now Seth is saying he's 100%, but I feel like him and Becky are going to go on like a book tour. Somebody's got to watch the kid, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, he may put a fucking bookmark in between, the pages of Becky Lynch and everything like that. But you can have that. Then even what I'm mad at.
A lot of people. I'm with Bill. It doesn't matter who wins this match. Damian Priest.
Nah, all right. So either way, however you feel, I feel Priest is not successfully cashing in. So I guess I'm the outlier. Do you feel Priest is cashing in on the World Heavyweight title or the WWE title?
It's always been the World Heavyweight Championship for me.
I think it's going to be the World Heavyweight Championship, and this could be a way. This is another crazy thing. All right. Remember with TNA, you had Josh Alexander win the World Heavyweight Championship, and then immediately
Moose.
you had Moose come out,
Best.
called his shot, and won, right? Drew wants to win a title in front of fans. He can win the title in front of fans, but he doesn't have to have a long reign. Boom, Damian Priest cashes in. Like, you have your extreme moment, and then you have your extreme failure in the same span of about 7 minutes.
I like it.
So I don't know.
It's a possibility. I like it. It works. It plays well into the whole breakup of the Judgment Day of Damien's always been kind of the odd man out lately. So does it lead to more jealousy, more reason to not want him around? And I think Damien's put in the work. I think Damien's done a lot of good things for this company. And I have no problem with him being the World Heavyweight Champion. None.
Does Damien become babyface with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He slides out of the Judgment Day, I think.
Does that lead into the whole theory that Drew ends up entangled with the Judgment Day because you have that and you have Damien clearly hardcore shifting to babyface with that of going to cost Drew, and Drew's going to be on his fucking revenge tour. We've already seen it, what he's doing with CM Punk. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, possibly. I think Seth gets injured in the tag match. That could also play into the storyline. Seth loves selling his knee. So that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
What a weird
Does Seth continue on past WrestleMania, point blank period?
We don't know. A lot of speculation, right? Like if Seth comes out and says, I'm 100% healthy, I'm good, my knee's good, I'm ready to go, then maybe he doesn't need the time off, but we all think he does. So it's interesting. Drew then Priest cashes in, so you are not alone. Roman Reigns, the bloodline for the win. DM Hunk wins, sets up high versus CM Punk in the SummerSlam. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I got Drew winning this, and I don't think any sort of Damien cash in. I respectfully think if Damien cashes in, it's not successful.
You think it's going to be a failed cash in?
I think it's going to be a failure to launch. And I think it's honestly, and I know you're going to be KJ, well, they don't have to cash it in or WrestleMania and everything. But I think it's going to be one of those of that they just never pulled the trigger when they should have. Like that they waited on it a little too much. And then now you're at a point to where when you go with it, you're amongst giants. You're amongst too many stars in that fucking atmosphere.
What's changed? Seth was the champion like a year
CM
ago.
Punk,
but CM Punk can still be involved. And CM Punk and Drew.
Does
CM Punk and Drew need the title? Does CM Punk and Drew need the title to have a feud?
No.
I'm not saying even that they need to have.
I'm just giving options.
Right. Well, you're sitting there saying, so what's changed? And I'm naming wrestler.
There was always big superstars around. I think Damien has the potential to be one of those big superstars.
No, I agree. I agree, but if we take it back, just a couple of months, every time Damian Priest tried to cash in, who was there to stop him? It was Drew McIntyre. It was always Drew McIntyre. It was always Drew McIntyre. I want to say off the top of my head, at least 3 times Drew McIntyre stopped that man from cashing in. So who better person for Damian Priest to cash in on than Drew McIntyre?
I can't even say nothing because man was stressed while he was about to say that. Oh, you have that. I want to see that play out then.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think we don't know, obviously, but dude just gave me like I think that Anthony is spot on. It was always Drew fucking Damian. Why not return the favor? And it could possibly this idea that I mean, and I've said it a million times. You have 12 months to cash in. The fact that they actually showed patience. I know wrestling fans hate patience, but you don't have to cash in the first 3 months, 5 months, 8 months, 10 months. You can go 11 months and 29 days.
Yeah.
You do not. And so this idea that, well, the moment's passed. No, I got a 12-month contract.
I mean, and if you look at cash-ins and pass, one of them was the longest waiting, which was Carmella. She cashed in after WrestleMania on Charlotte, and I think she held that briefcase for over 200 days. I think it was, and she became the longest holder of the briefcase before cashing in. So, I mean, I don't think a moment is missed. I don't think, at least with the cash-ins.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck you and your side eye.
I mean, I don't.
I was agreeing with you, and you're sitting there giving me the side eye.
Like, in the
what you got to say?
All right, folks, everyone out there, thank you for being with us. We are in the main event of our prediction preview show. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend, and all that fun stuff. But we'll remind you at the end of the video, the story of all stories, folks. Whose story carries on past Sunday?
Nick is holding up the ones.
Acknowledge me. This is 100% love it, hate it, run from it. It is undeniable. This is Roman Reigns retains at Wrestlemania 40.
So I said about an hour ago, because we've been on stream, what, 2 hours and 5 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah,
I said about an hour ago that my second least favorite match on the card was the triple threat. This is my first least favorite match. Why? We talked about it on Thursday, Nick, with when we did TNA, that this has been Cody and The Rock. This has not been Cody and Roman. The only segment I can remember that they've had with really no bloodline involvement until the end was 2 weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown, and that sucked. So I'm not into this match at all. But I don't think Cody Rhodes finishes the story. Last year, I was on the fence. I thought I really thought it was going to be Cody, but I picked Roman. This year, I'm confidently picking Roman Reigns to retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
This is so tough. And I started this year and I proposed the question to everybody that listens to us. Do you continue this storyline? Just because the fans want it doesn't mean they're going to get it. But as this story has progressed, my gut feeling is Cody Rhodes finds a way to win this one. And I think there's so much more at play that will keep Roman and everyone else involved relevant. I think this is because if you really, really run a risk. If Cody doesn't win it now, nobody's going to care when he does. Strike one, strike two, 2 rumbles. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think it's you sold so much of everybody's sold one way. So then when you hit them with that AI crossover and their ankles broke, and then you go down that Roman Reigns trajectory here of we get a Cody versus Rock storyline at some pay-per-view. We get a Roman versus Rock pay-per-view. We even get, to where even between that, we could get Cody takes the title off of Roman. I think that there's just still them extra layers, them extra chapters. As much as everybody's thought that The Rock's been here to help put an end to this, I think he's helped continue this along more than end it here.
I actually think The Rock might be the reason why Roman does not win. And I don't mean intentionally coming out and screwing him, but I think he has
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, or even just again, just the egos clashing. And again, if Roman, the word is Roman steps back a little bit after losing the belt, it does really set up The Rock turning around and saying, well, Cody, I whooped your ass all fucking WrestleMania season, and now you beat my little cousin. Well, I need to beat you for that belt back because it belongs in this family.
Could that not be the pause and you just have that feud without the title while Roman takes his break?
You have that feud without the title, and Roman just holds on to the belt.
We've seen the feud for fucking months at this point without the title.
Exactly. I would agree with that. I think that's the problem. And like Anthony said, the weakest part of this angle is Cody and The Rock. Cody and Roman.
Yeah.
That Friday segment was garbage.
I've said for the longest time, I said I feel like that Roman's been outshadowed and outplayed and outclassed. He's outmanned and outgunned by his own cousin here in this whole segment. So even if you sat there and took the whole, look at your mama, or look at your boy, Mama Rhodes and everything, and you sat there and turned around and switched that, and that was Roman instead of The Rock.
Yeah.
10 times better almost playing into this WrestleMania story here versus this. I feel like now we've just switched past this. We've moved past this. We're going already into a Rock versus Cody angle to set up down the road even further.
With Cody as the champ, I think it works real nice. My fear is there's only so many times you can gather everybody up onto the bandwagon and then that fucking wagon roll into the river and not get where you're going. Eventually, people are going to stop jumping on the bandwagon and not want to be a part of the fucking tour. That's my take on it. Is do people like how long? People are already tired of hearing about the story. How much fucking longer are they going to keep us going about the story that never ends? Lamb chop.
This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. But what if you go to this to where it's just Roman and Cody? You have no outside interference, so you can't use the viable excuse of, well, Roman just always has the bloodline show up and it helps him win the match and everything. And so Roman wins, beats him clean, and just fucking decimates him, goes and establishes back to where Roman's the fucking badass. And now Cody's got to go in trials and tribulations. Hard times out here, baby. It's hard times. And he's got to sit there and go through Dwayne. He's got to go through this. He's got to go through that.
Yeah. I think if Cody Rhodes loses clean and gets dominated, as you just described, he should pack his bags and go call Tony Khan. That's what I think happens there if he gets dominated. If he gets, like, dude, I mean, how long do you expect people to just...
But that's the double-edged sword that you walk, though, of, like, you can't have Roman get assistance because then everyone's be like, well, that's the only way that Roman can win a fucking match.
That is how he wins his matches, though. I mean,
right, but that's what I'm saying is, so if you switch it up, heaven forbid, terribly, God forbid, that they might have to actually, course correct and actually book around that and everything, versus if that's just the every way that he wins his matches.
Yeah, I don't feel like they want that course correction. They brought, like, they've been doing this for a reason. Like, it's a strategic approach to Roman and the heel Roman that keeps him in that regard, where people are fed up with him having the belt because nobody can beat him not just because of him, but because of the people around him.
But if you've already been outshined and outshone by your cousin for months on end, maybe you need to have that moment to where you fucking establish, I am the reason that we're all fucking here. I am the reason that, puts asses in seats here. I am the one that sets the fucking tone.
Yeah, Anthony.
I don't know. I really don't. Does it ruin Cody Rhodes? Is the chase non-existent? I don't know. I really don't. I don't think it hurts Cody Rhodes in any way if he loses again. I don't know. That's just me. I think Cody has so many people behind him. You could really do because technically when he lost last year, it wasn't really a road of redemption for Cody Rhodes. He went on, he won the tag team titles with Jay. He did some odd stuff. What he had Brock Lesnar, he fought Brock Lesnar, had a feud with him. It was never really a road for redemption. Having that man lose 2 back-to-back WrestleManias, okay, let's give Cody Rhodes a year of redemption, a full year of redemption, 3-peat WrestleMania 41.
Whew.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, what? How many more promos can he cut that we haven't already heard? Where is he going to go with it? Like, that's my challenge here. Which I mean, again, I will point out, like a lot of these matches, it really could go either way, and that's what I think they've done extremely well.
You hit that hard reset button though, to where he's got to start at square one, not I start at, oh well, I'm already Dusty's kids. I'm already starting here, and then over here I got knocked down, so I start here. No, you got to start square one.
If you restart this story, people are going to throw the book out the fucking window with the windows closed. I'm kidding. That's my opinion. I don't think you can keep doing that. We just went through 12 months of that, and people are like, fuck, we get it. Story, your mama, we got it.
But that's if you go the juxtaposition to where instead you lean into the Cody and you instead lean into the villain, you lean into Roman, and you lean into that story and you start to build up the him versus Rock story and everything, then you can let Cody simmer saute in the background while you build the Rock Cody or the Rock Roman story.
The Rock and Roman do not need a title to be involved. That's my take on that.
But they need something.
Yeah, the table.
The tribal chief, title.
But would you say right now that that's up in question?
Yes.
So you have the Rock out here, fuck your script and everything, and out here just the one laying out Cody and I'm gonna put your blood on,
like one of Roman's henchmen. Yeah,
he's been the more prominent picture. You even sat there and said that the segment between Roman and Cody sucked ass and everything like that. Right. So you're saying that Roman's still the prominent figure in this story?
Who acknowledged the chief? We were not talking about prominent. We were talking about who's the head of the table, and the head of the table is Roman. The Rock acknowledged Roman. That's why this does not need a title to continue. And at the end of the day, Rock is running around picking fights like one of Roman's henchmen. That's the way I see it. I mean, he's just like Solo and Jimmy running around and doing the bidding of the chief. What?
That's the way the chat saw.
But yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. You know what? After we literally said we were gonna, you know what? This will be a quick stream. We're just gonna jump on, and then no, here we go. Apparently we had a lot to get into, so we are winding this one down. If nothing else, this little preview prediction show, with very little exception, a lot is up in the air going into the final week into Mania.
Yeah. A lot is up. Every match, for me, with the exception of Rhea opportunities for the other to win. Even with this one, even though I'm confidently saying Roman Reigns is winning, Cody Rhodes literally could win and finish the story. But before we sign off, I would say if he finishes the story, what is next for him after?
Yeah, he's going to fight The Rock at SummerSlam for the title and beat him.
Okay.
But
That's my guess.
Title.
That's your guess. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it solidifies him as the champion.
Okay.
Especially after taking the beating from The Rock. That's my guess. I don't know.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
But you think him and Roman do. So help me understand.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
No, I asked for clarification on your statement there. I said that The Rock and Roman needed a title.
You don't think Cody and Rock need a title, but you do. But you were more inclined to have a champion Roman take on The Rock. So
yeah, at next year's WrestleMania, yes.
I don't think they need the belt.
Valid, but I disagree.
That's fine. That's what we're supposed to do.
No, that's fine. Well, there was one. Oh, no, Boston out here of Nick has been possessed by Tony Khan. I am convinced of it. And bring Nick back now. Shimon.
The power of wrestling compels you.
The power of wrestling compels you. The power of booking compels you.
Yeah. All right, boys. You ready to tag out and call this a night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour.
I think we covered everything. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I feel like we have. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. I love seeing all the numbers in the chat. I will remind you, we are here all week long. There's even bonus streams going up. Make sure you click that bell. Know when we're going to go live. Follow us on social, because we're all over that as well, including TikTok and Discord. But as you can see, it's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun week, and we got lots to argue about. So
we do.
Thank you so much, Anthony, Big Nick.
We're going to be back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for WrestleMania 40 here, and the power of the cage match compels you. Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, put about that full live with it.
See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Good night.